Welcome to the Courage to Live podcast. My name is Josh Bitsko, and I'm a retired police captain with 24 years of experience out of Las Vegas. Currently, I travel the country and I teach people about courage, resilience, and leadership. In today's Courage Cast, I'm going to talk about two things basically. It's the importance of learning as a leader or a professional, and also the importance of unlearning, like problematic thinking patterns and habits that you have. So, learning and trying to employ what you've learned keeps you adaptable. It gives you new tools, new perspectives, new ways to solve problems. So when I was in K9, I used to spend 10 to 12 hours a night in my K9 truck, driving from call to call, going out and doing patrol work. But when I was a sergeant, I would always, for a long time, just had like news radio on, something to listen to that wasn't music. And when I was able to, now I'm dating myself here, finally attach my phone through Bluetooth to my car, I started listening to podcasts and specifically leadership podcasts while I was working. And there was a couple times, and there's different ones that I listened to. Obviously, I really liked the Jocko podcast, listened to it quite a bit. And it was always funny when I would listen and learn new things about leadership or things that I should know or reinforcing things that I already did know. I would be confronted with a leadership challenge in front of me that I could apply what I just listened to on a podcast in real time. And what that did was reinforced what I had just learned. So it's not just about sitting down and reading and learning, it's also about then applying it. And it would basically concrete what I learned into how I led and how I acted when I was confronted with adversity. So when I was curious and I was learning, I avoided being stuck in outdated habits or stagnant in my leadership style. Continuous learning, it builds that confidence that you can handle more situations with skill instead of guesswork. And I mean, I'll tell you, as a cop on the streets, there is guesswork at times involved. Like you're confronted with something that's extremely different than anything you've ever trained for or been involved in. But the more you learn, the less that happens. It's not just about adding knowledge, it's expanding yourself as a leader, yourself as a professional, and it changes how you think. Now, unlearning something is just as important. So you can't grow if you keep repeating these patterns that no longer serve you. And I can tell you, and I've said this, I used to say this all the time, it's hard to learn something you think you already know. And I remember as I was taking promotional tests, you had to sit down and study. When I first tested for sergeant, I would study and I did well on those written tests because a lot of what I was studying was brand new to me. As I, promoted, the test became repetitive. What I would find is I would start to read, let's say, a policy on barricades. I'm like, I've been on hundreds of barricades. I've led through them. I've been incident commander. I know this. But then when it came time to take the written test, I would find myself struggling with the minutia of the policy because thought I already knew it, so I really wasn't learning. And that's the same thing in life. It's the same thing in leadership. If you're walking into something thinking you're just God's gift to leadership and you're the best leader ever, that's going to stop you from learning the skills that you need to learn. The most successful people that I've worked around, aren't the ones that know everything. They're the ones that are curious. They're the ones that are willing to learn new things and take risks and take that risk of kind of feeling dumb when you're trying something new because you just learned something new. And, you learn something, you have to apply it, see if it works for you, see how it works for you, and then grow from it or decide maybe, hey, that specific thing that I learned, it just doesn't fit my style. But at the end of the day, learning helps you evolve and unlearning helps you stop dragging old baggage and old patterns into situations. So, and growth is a combination of both. You build things and you release things. And each time this happens, you improve. Again, either as a professional, as a leader. And so what I'll ask of you guys is just stay curious, be willing to learn, be willing to change, and you will set yourself apart in whatever industry it is that you're working. Thank you for listening today. I appreciate you spending time with me. If you like the podcast, share it with a friend, leave a review, subscribe. And if you like what I talk about, there's more in my book, The Courage to Live, available on Amazon. Thank you.